Howdy, Desert Boy here. Today I'm here to talk to you about a gun that I really like. I carry it, I kind of, from time to time I will be carrying it because it kind of fits a specific role. But, you know, our weather's been kind of not full on winter, although it could happen at any time. So, you know, I talked about winter carry, but right now I've been sometimes even carrying my Colt Agent or some other, you know, 38 special revolver because, you know, we're not always wearing lots of extra clothing because it's been warmer than normal. But in case you had that to deal with, you know, you need more mass penetration. Of course, a 9 would also do well. Sometimes I've been carrying my 9 LCRX, as you know, and other 9s. But this is the gun I'm talking about, and I took it to the range yesterday. And this is a Springfield Armory XD-E. Now this gun was not in production very long. There's no mag in here, and we'll show that it is empty. Okay, there's no rounds in there. It is a double action, single action with a Decocker safety. It has this nice fiber optic sight that also can be changed to green if I remember right. And it's got 2 dots in the back. It's got a nice large size trigger guard, so even as a more compact one, you can get your finger in there pretty easily. Normally, you would have it has a 6-round mag. Usually they have this finger extension on them, and it has a 7-round mag, which gives it about the same capacity as the basic magazine for a 1911, but this 3.3-inch barrel and about 23 ounces, right? So it's got this melanite finish type steel, of course, for the barrel and the slide, and then this is composite down here. And it's got a little bit of texturing right there. Overall, the grip texturing, you know, it's got it in the back, got some in the front all the way around. So it's kind of nice. And as you got these slide serrations up here, it does, if I remember right, have a loaded chamber indicator on it as well. Some people may or may not like. This gun kind of came out at the right time and at the wrong time. It came out, oh look, a compact 45 ACP. At the time it was considered, you know, somewhat easier to rack. This has an ambidextrous, which is kind of nice, Decocker safety, right? So when it's on safe, right? So the first shot is double action, and then after that, you know, the slide is back and it's in a single action mode. So anyway, this came out at the time, everybody goes, and it also came out in 9mm, and I've seen a couple of them around. I thought about getting them. They had 8 and 9-round magazines, I think, to make them competitive with like the regular Shield or some of the other guns that were out at the time. And so, you know, this would give you almost the same capacity with the 7-round mag in it as a 1911, you know, and a 45 ACP round, you know, if that's what you liked. And that's what I was looking for as I bought this mainly as my first concealed carry. And what happened at the same time? Well, the P365 came out right after that. And of course, that drove Springfield Armory to have to come out with something that was more competitive with that, and hence the Hellcat came around, and the XD-Es were phased out. Now the XDS and XDM, or the XD Elites and things, those continued for quite a while and still are around today, but these guys didn't last that long. I personally like these. I think they're very handy and they're very compact. I usually use this Crossbreed holster. You know, as you can see, it's conformed around me. It's a SuperTuck, I believe, without the combat cut. And so, yeah, it also comes with these 7-round mags that have an extension on it. And I use this Blackhawk mag carrier usually, or a Gideon pocket carrier with me. So, that's the Springfield XD-E. This is kind of, I'm going to be carrying this a little more because you know, it's kind of like I want a little more firepower, but, you know, I don't want to carry, you know, full-size 1911 all the time. So I'm going to split this into 2 segments. I did go to the range yesterday, and I'll make the range video separate because I think I'm making my videos a little too long lately. But I really like these guns, and I may try to pick up a 9mm I saw recently. Also, Springfield sometimes has deals, and they had one at the time. I got this bag and 3 more mags, so I ended up with 5 mags, and that was at no cost to me with the extra bag and the 3 extra mags. And that's kind of a nice thing about them from time to time. So, as Reed Desert Boy always says, be safe out there, whatever you're doing. Bye now.